Climate activist Greta Thunberg joined a protest in Farnborough on Saturday, marching through the commuter town south of London in objection to a proposal to expand private jet flights out of the local airport.
It's absurd that in an escalating climate emergency when we're already seeing countless of people all over the world lose their lives and livelihoods due to the climate crisis, and we're endangering present and future living conditions to fuel this extreme system that we seem to at all costs want to maintain. It's absurd that in this world airport expansions are even possible and that private jets are even legally and socially acceptable. That is completely out of touch with reality if you see where we are at right now.
The airport has applied to increase its flight limit from 50,000 to 70,000 takeoffs per year, to the dismay of many environmental groups.
I'm here today because the government wants to expand the airport when there's a climate crisis happening and it's polluting the earth.
It is outrageous that during a climate crisis we are talking about expanding a private airport for private jets to allow millionaires to fly from place to place and keep destroying our children's future.
I am against the expansion of Farnborough Airport. I live fairly locally, but it's not so much any noise or pollution that would affect me. I just think it's generally with climate change, etc., that you have a few elite, very rich people, 1% of the statistic is something like 1% of them are causing 50% of the pollution. So I think it's completely wrong when everybody's asked to make certain measures, cut down on flying, cut down on driving, use public transport, when you'll have an elite, purely for profit organisation. It's not going to bring any benefits into Farnborough itself, as far as I know.
Increasing the size of an airport is the last thing, and there's areas of scientific interest really close by that are being ignored, and it's always the economic goal rather than what we need for all our futures. But also, it's just ridiculous that they're even considering doing this at this time. So it's the most important thing I could be doing.
Protesters seen holding signs urging a stop to air pollution called for a ban on private jets altogether.
England is doing a lot of bad stuff and is really shaming themselves internationally. So there are a lot of things we can protest against in the UK. The government is doing the worst things ever in this climate emergency and climate crisis.
Private jets are the pinnacle of unfairness in society. Whilst people in this country are choosing between heating and eating, and people in the global south are being displaced in their millions, billionaires are flying around in private jets out of this airport. The average flight out of Farnborough Airport has 2.5 passengers, and 40% of the flights are empty, which to me just screams of inequality and unfairness. And if we believe in fairness in society. If we want to be fair, then we need to start taxing billionaires. We need to start taxing aviation fuel. Aviation fuel is currently untaxed.
Farnborough Airport is Europe's busiest business airport and hosts an international air show every other year. Currently, flights out of the airport carry an average of just 2.5 passengers, with 40% of planes flying empty, according to Possible, a pressure group calling for the plan to be scrapped.
No airport expansion! No airport expansion! No airport expansion! It's got to go! Yes.